Welcome to Suzy's Open Diary. I'm Suzy, and this podcast is a space for reflection, curiosity, and learning more about yourself through the practice of asking honest questions. The purpose of this podcast is to slow things down, to listen inward, and notice what comes up as you begin to question your thoughts and experiences. What I share here comes from my personal thoughts and lived experiences. This podcast isn't meant to replace therapy or professional support, but to offer another gentle practice for self-understanding. Thank you for being here and taking this time for yourself. Let's begin. Today's question is, how well do you know yourself? For a long time, I thought I knew myself. Then my last relationship showed me there were parts of myself I didn't understand. I've heard people say, "What would you tell your younger self?" Or write a letter to your inner child. Honestly, that never made sense to me. I do believe reflection is important. I just don't think those things would have helped me. Looking back, I was making the best decisions I could with what I knew at the time. What helped me was asking myself different questions, like, why did I make the choices I made? What did I believe at the time? What was driving my decisions? I wasn't looking for someone to blame. I was trying to understand myself. When I look at my last relationship, I realized something that surprised me. I've always said I valued honesty, respect, and integrity. But my actions weren't reflecting those values. I was tolerating things that went against what I said I believed. That was hard for me to admit. Not because I didn't believe those values mattered. I did. The harder truth was realizing why I was willing to tolerate the disrespect. I didn't want to be alone. What surprised me the most wasn't that I stayed. It was realizing I was willing to go against my own values because I didn't want to be alone. I never thought I was capable of doing that. That's when I realized I didn't know myself as well as I thought. Looking back, I truly believe my last relationship introduced me to me. It showed me something about myself that I couldn't see before. I wasn't just learning about my relationship. I was also learning about me. The past is where I study myself. The present is where I change. Maybe getting to know yourself isn't about judging who you used to be. Maybe it's about understanding why you made those choices. So let me ask you, how well do you know yourself? If this reflection resonated with you, follow along for more episodes. I'll see you on the next page.